get spooled up and get over there.
Alright, get out of the wolf. Step out real quick. There you go. So, before you ever enter a bird, you're going to do a pre-flight check. Basically, you walk around the bird, notice anything, damage, anything, the gun's pointed forward. Just visual damage, like you'll see glass shot up here. You might see the boom a little with bullet holes possibly, I think. Any obstructions on the ground, which you check underneath. So there's nothing down here. And once everything's all good to go, you radio your crew, or you just tell them, since they'll all probably be here. Bird's good, crew clear to board. So, bird's clear, clear to board. And then once all the...
Buffalo 2 performing stability check.
And once everyone's all boarded up, they'll let you know. You check your systems on each side. So, instruments all good on my side. This is also when you look at your hull, engine, instruments, anti-torque, main rotor, and your sling load, as well as your fuel and all that.
Good.
Buffalo 1 starting up, performing hover and stability check. And you radio into Pegasus, or you just give an announcement that you're doing your hover and stability check. You flip your engines on, turn auto hover on, and you just basically hover 2 to 5 meters off the ground. Pitch your stick in each way. Make sure it's all zeroed out and all good stuff like that. Buffalo 1, stability check complete, wheels down. 2, array when you are. Drake, if you're trying to talk me,
she's ready.
Roger that, we're going to be following flight plan black to ACP Tango. Wheels coming up, heading out 300.
Copy.
This is 1, speeds 170, altitude 64.
Buffalo 2 copies.
I'll just go ahead and stay in a staggered column here. Slight right turn coming up, followed by heavy left turn.
Buffalo 2 copy.
totally forgot to change my keybind to my joystick. What did you guys not hear?
Keybind for what?
Just TeamSpeak. And left turn coming up, we're going to start flaring for the ACP.
Level 2, copy.
What do you mean by firing? Like,
Broadcasting?
Flare is basically just so you can slow down. That's what it's called.
oh, okay.
And one's holding at the ACP.
Level 2 set.
Roger that 2, go ahead and see if you can get your co-pilot and crew chiefs spotting out on the airstrip so you guys can see anything. Airstrip.
Buff 1, this is Buff 2. You were in and out on that. Can you repeat, please?
Go ahead and get your co-pilot and crew chief to spot on the airstrip so you guys can see anything. Over.
Buff 2 copies.
Airstrip is 254. Sorry, correction, 248. It's by the red and white blimp. Should be just I got some hangars over there. Dallas, can you confirm?
That's Alpha, right?
Yep. It's about 248. Off the 1030. This is 1. You guys got anything over?
We have what appears to be a squad somewhere on the runway, about roughly 5 guys.
Roger that. Let's just go ahead and we'll follow flight plan green into there. And we'll just do an orbit around there. Over.
Buff 2 copies all.
No, it's coming down. Alright, Dallas, when you can confirm enemies and you have a good and clear shot, you're clear to engage. Just make sure you can PID your targets.
Right, that.
2, this is 1, I'm going to be bringing her down to 120 on the speed.
Buffalo 2, 120.
Pegasus, are we landing at the airstrip or are we just hovering around?
There's no Pegasus for this, you're on your own.
That was the infantry that was spotted. It's right in that bamboo forest right in the middle. That's where I saw it last. Oh,
I have no idea.
Helipad.
Helipack, got it.
2, this is 1, we have a confirmed enemy for engaging. Over.
Level 2 copies.
Additional infantry coming out of barracks building by air control tower. So if they're not firing on us, is that just something in the scripting, or are we shooting friendlies here?
I don't know, man. They're not shooting at all.
Not sure. I think it's just something with the units just being placed or something. I don't know. If you still got enemies, just keep firing, man. make sure you aren't cross-firing with Buffalo 2. You're not gonna hit him with ricochets.
Roger.
And if it's coming close, I can slow down a little bit.
Roger.
But we should be okay.
Okay, they're down by the helo. Probably still
Last two are by the
units
warehouse.
left by the ATC.
On the north side.
That's one left.
Yeah, I'm trying to zoom, but that's the most I can do here.
Say again?
I was trying to zoom in, but that's about it.
That's all good, man. You'll learn.
Yeah.
Come on, you're part of 2nd Platoon Charlie. You should be good at this.
They're not shooting back, I don't know. I guess they're stuck.
Buff 1-2, it's Buff 2-2.
Buff 2-2, Buff 1, send it.
Copy, there's one infantry snuck around the corner of that white building. He's down by those green sea cans. I can't really get a shot at him from here.
Yeah, roger that. We're gonna see if we can get eyes on over. Did you get that? It's by the white warehouse building. He snuck around in one of the alleys.
Yeah, I got no visual.
Raj. Yeah, Buff 2-2, Buff 1. No joy on that, over.
Copy, we'll just, let me just take another look here when we go around this time.
1 copies. Check.
Any possibility we can be static on the when we get to that other end? Or are we just circling?
Yeah, we're just circling. We never stopped moving.
There's no movement, man. So far.
No, he's talking about like if we can, like if I could put the bird stable.
Or even
Oh, yeah.
slow?
Yeah.
This is about as slow as I ever want to go.
Okay.
And this is a little faster than what Lindsay wants, but
What's the stall speed on the Blackhawk?
there's no such thing as stall speed on helicopters, really.
No.
It just really matters on how much collective you put in. Like right now, I'm sitting at about 48% collective, but that's because I got forward movement. If I were to stop moving, I would have to put in more collective because there's less airflow going through the blade, so I'm going to have to force more air to go through them, you know?
So when would that be in effect? Maybe if you have like engine damage or something like that, you have to, you know, auto-rotate or...
Yeah, basically when your engine is damaged to the point where it stops creating power, that's when you have to auto-rotate. Or your main rotor gets damaged, it actually it basically forces you to RTV when you get your main rotor. It's not you're going to stop flying. It's just going to damage it to where it's not going to put in as much power as you want as it would normally would if it was fully repaired or whatever.
Gotcha.
Well, this looks clear.
Yeah.
Raj. Buff 2, Buff 1, we got no movement at the airstrip, over.
Are we just expecting infantry or just technicals or?
Yeah, copy that. We're just going to hold our position here. We're expecting a QRF, so we're going to try to deny the area for as long as we can. And Buff 2's got eyes on guys to the southeast of the strip.
Roger, Buff 1's going to try to get eyes on over here. Hey, we got guys coming in southeast of the airstrip. Should be coming off your left side now. I got no joy right now.
Yeah, man, no joy. Seeing some shots fired.
Where from?
Yeah, I just saw some
Oh,
small
yeah,
line
right
fired.
side, right side.
Buff 2, Buff 1, eyes on the enemies. They're in the warehouse to the southeast. We're entering an orbit around it.
Yeah, Raj, Buff 1's going to take fire. We're going to proceed on your 6 o'clock. Over.
Buff 2 copies.
Pulling her in hard. Coming below you, Buff 2. Correction, off your 9 o'clock. Alright, coming in, 10 o'clock, Green Tracers in the field. On the long coastline, by that building.
Yeah.
Stand by, bring it around. Keep firing. Buff 1, we're off to the east, west of ACP Tango. We got approximately 10 to 15 guys here light us up. Over.
Yes.
Buff 2 copies.
Still getting fired.
Yep, keep lighting them up.
Pitch.
Hit the BRDM, hit the BRDM.
Buff 2, on Buff 2 that we're pulling in on your 6 this.
Yeah, Raj, we got one BRDM, correction, BTR, along the ASR there.
Buff 2 copies. I think target's down.
I still saw 2 infantry left.
Yeah, I'm still shooting it. We alright?
Grid 60170. Waiting. Grid 160170. Awaiting.
What happened?
I got shot and went unconscious. So
Got shit.
it's a lesson to learn there. Stuff like that happens. Your role as a co-pilot is 1, spot for the crew chief and pilot.
And notice when you're dead.
Well, that's part of it, yeah.
Ready.
You assist the crew chief door gunners with like spotting targets as well as the pilot. You usually can also run comms a lot. And one of the big important parts is maintain like situational awareness around the bird. Like constantly keep scanning around the bird, inside at least. That way, if, say, for instance, I just got shot there, I did have the controls unlocked. I just completely forgot to say it. That's a fault on my part. That's the one thing I failed to mention. Let's come on over here to the bird.
So you got shot?
Yeah, I got shot. That wasn't I didn't crash.
I'm just gonna get in my uniform there.
Just set my radios right now. Alright, I cleared the mount up.
Like,
All good?
We're good.
Garage. Bring her up. So, that was one thing that I forgot to add in there. Whenever you board the bird, when you're running with a pilot and co-pilot, is you want to make sure that the controls are unlocked. So, I'm going to say, controls unlocked, let me know if you have the option.
I have the option.
Alright. You don't ever take those unless I say you have control. So, or, obviously, you get shot. Or, sorry, I get shot out. That was just a completely fail on my part there that I completely forgot to mention. And section practice, basically, it's something, it's just where you learn things. Accidents and mistakes are going to happen. Just learn from them. Learn to accept them, man up to them, stuff like that. Just don't make it a habit of continuously making a mistake, but obviously they will happen, so it's no big deal.
So the only way to unlock it is through you, right? The first
Yep.
in command?
Yep, pilot is the one that always will initially unlock it. And Wolf, have you ever flown with advanced flight model before?
Just recently I started flying with it.
Okay.
So I can fly it, but I can't land without a rough landing so far.
Right, okay, so main thing you just want to keep doing whenever if I get shot and buff 2 is buff 1.
This buff 2.
We're gonna be coming off to your nose here at ACP Foxtrot.
Buff 2 copies.
Just keep
We got
it
a
in
flame
the
off
air.
to our front. About one afterwards.
Is just give it full collective, keep it up in the air until I become unconscious, and I'll say that I'm taking control. Crossing your nose now, buff 2. Yeah, tally. We tally that smoke off to our nose. What's our next objective here, buff 2? Correction, buff 2-2.
A-firm, we're trying to deny the enemy access to the area around that airstrip, so we can just proceed there a different way and see if there's any more infantry there. We'll try to keep them away from that strip.
Raj, buff 1's gonna come nose down. We'll take the northern part of the airstrip. You want to take south side, buff 2?
Buff 2 copies.
Buff 2 copies, we'll go.
Raj, coming nose down. Something with orbiting. You always want to orbit in sectors, usually, or you can obviously orbit in formation, which is what we were doing around the airstrip before. We were maintaining that stagger column, or basically right behind the other bird and just orbiting. That's a big way of doing it.
What do you mean by orbiting sectors then?
So you're basically just going to do, depending on which side you have a gunner on, you're going to do a counterclockwise or a clockwise rotation. Normally when you have a crew chief, you're always going to do a counterclockwise rotation. Or sorry, orbit.
Yep.
So you're just going to dip your left side in, and you're just going to slowly, basically perform a wide left turn. That's going to never end. And I always like to have crew chief on. Say again.
There's just an enemy on the road there. Where they were coming from?
12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. By the gate. By the gate. There's a squad by the airstrip.
Yeah.
12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Dallas.
Negative. I don't see him.
Low left
There.
side.
Right in front of us. There we go.
Hard left turn coming up. Crosshair fire.
Yeah, we copy that. We were well underneath you, so just kept firing.
Probably have to change my visual because it's not very clear.
You have your view distance up?
Yeah. Let me see how far is it.
I usually run mine at 3,000, 5,000 depending on the map.
It's way low. It's 1,600.
Yes, bump it up 3,000. You should be okay then. Alright, you're gonna be bringing her around again, coming up on those contacts. Gonna light them up. Still right there is a squad of them. Off the nose. Low. There you go. Still there, keep shooting.
Well, I see no movement. They're moving at all, or?
Negative, they're not moving, but they're still on their feet.
Yeah, they're still alive. Alright, slow her down real slow. Still off to the nose. Light them up.
That was the last one.
Alright, keep your eyes out.
Yeah, one of them was hiding behind the rock wall. It's another BNP or something.
Raj, bring it around hard. Where at?
12 o'clock.
Yep, 12 o'clock. I'll stay still for this one.
I'm getting at 1 o'clock also.
See 2 live targets here.
Swinging around. On the road, 12 o'clock. Sorry, that was my fault there.
One target by those buildings on our 3 o'clock. Houses. There we go. He's moving along this phone.
Whoa!
Yep. Instruments hit, yep.
Where's that at?
Where's that at? I don't see it.
Right side, it's on the right side.
Alright, yeah.
Get on the right gun, get on the right gun.
Switch to the right. Bring it up, man.
Buff 2, buff 1, instruments are red. We're still good to go though, over.
Buff 2 copies.
Bringing her up. Something big.
Yeah.
You guys good? You get anyone hit?
No,
No, we're good.
Raj. Whoa! That's a lot. Alright, near the coastline, near the peninsula, about 290.
It's convoy, yeah.
Yep, see a convoy. Buff 2, this is Buff 1, be advised. We got a convoy near the town of Cryanera, northeast of the airstrip. 4 armored targets, seems like 2 BMPs and 2 BTRs, over.
Buff 2 copies, moving in.
Yeah, Raj, keep your eyes on swivel though. I think we got hit by, it sounded like a 30 mil, took out our instruments, over.
Buff 2 copies. Buff 2 is coming in on your 6.
Tally, we're gonna go, just gonna maintain a clockwise orbit, wide berth over it, over. Go ahead and line them up. Focus that convoy, focus that convoy. Bring it around. Not gonna slow down much for this one. Just come up right side. We got a big gun on the road. BTR, right side low, right side low.
Still getting shot at. Yeah, we're getting left.
Buff 1, let's go ahead and RTB. We're taking too much fire over here.
Buff 2 copies. On our south, there's a Titan.
Roger, we're taking up 180, heading 180.
Buff 2 copies.
Tally traffic, C-130, 12 o'clock. Two, this is 1. What's your status? You guys all good to go over?
2's green. I have some slight damage to main rotor. Other than that, I'm green all the way around.
Roger, let's go ahead and put her back down at the staging area. We'll go ahead and repair and refit over.
Buff 2 copies all.
Speed is 190 off the deck, varying from 90 to 100. Over.
Buff 2 copies.
Making left turn 090.
Buff 2 copies.
Buff 1. It's Buff 2-2.
Got a tank on 123 174.
2-2, this is 1, send it. Yeah, it's a live fire area.
Yeah, we won't worry about the refit. We're going to be close on time here, so we'll just take them back
Is that
to the
the
staging
practice
area,
for
shut them down, and
Army?
do an AAR.
Rush that, back on the pads for AR. Over. Buff 1 making slight right correction. Wolf, you got a stick, or do you fly mouse and keyboard?
I prefer mouse and keyboard. I've been flying it for years, but I've got a stick and I'm trying to get used to it.
Yeah, Raj. Buff 1 starting flare, we'll take pad 1.
Buff 2
Buff 2
copies.
copies. Taking pad 2.
Yeah, with advanced, I love the joystick. I just use an old Logitech Extreme 3D Pro. I don't need anything too special for it.
Yeah, mine is ancient. It's a Cytec Cyborg graphite. I can't even find drivers for it. And it like sticks, so I make a correction and it doesn't do it, and so I have to overcorrect and for it to unstick. It's garbage. Thinking of getting the Thrustmaster TS1600.
Buff 2 going over.
Roger. Yeah, go big or go home basically with that one. I don't really play much flight sims. Engine coming off. 1, wheels down, engine coming off, crew dismounting.
Buff 2 wheels on the ground. I think that's your flare button.
I'm thinking of re-downloading DCS because I fly the A10 a lot there. That thing's a dream to fly.
Yeah. Never played it. Not big into fights, and like Arma is as close as I get to that.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely fun. I love flying them like my free time and stuff.
True to buff 1, whenever Lindsay doesn't fly, it explodes.
Thanks.
Yeah. What happened, by the way? I was watching your bird. It looked perfectly fine. I saw a big explosion, and then it just kind of...
I got shot.
That's what I told Lindsay. I kind of figured you died because the integrity of the bird looked fine. It looked like it was still healthy, and I was like, he kind of just flew into the earth.
Yeah, and I noticed too late. I was looking for targets, and I'm like, why are we going down? Oh, and it was too late.
Normally, if you ever notice that the pilot has lost about, I don't know, 15 meters in a few seconds, you should be slightly concerned if they're not saying anything.
Unless you're flying with spit, then it's situation normal.
Actually, I was going to say something.
Yeah, we're looking back and suddenly look forward and see trees in front of you.
Just see trees, because Spit's getting shot at, and he's like, what the fuck? So he just dumps the nose, and I'm like,
yeah, we almost died, by the way. I tried to play that off. Isn't that was cool? Good. Yeah, that collective was kind of...
It was alright. It was safe-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Rapid controlled descent.
Well, we got back here, and I fucking dug my nails out of the side of the aircraft. Like, yeah, that's better. I'm fine.
Hey, we didn't die.
So, yeah, this one was a little rough and ready because we're missing some people. I wasn't sure how many we were going to get with it being Mother's Day, so we just kind of did a quick and ugly one. But anyway, the orders were basically to clear the area immediately around the strip, attempt to deny the enemy access to the area until such a time as the threat becomes too strong, in which case you should bug out. Also, there was an interesting twist thrown down with the enemy basically taking up a rally point at the ACP, but you guys did a good job and set up another one and just waited till the other aircraft came back. But we'll do a quick AAR now for those of you not familiar with them. Basically at the end we just kind of go over a good point, a bad point, something you liked, something you didn't, something you'd like to see next time, stuff like that. And we usually go bottom to top. So Wolf, you want to start us off? Doesn't have to be anything fancy, don't worry about it. Just
I like flying with Bickford. He answered all my incessant questions.
Maybe you could put some pants on the next time you fly with him.
I mean, if there was an arsenal,
pants are optional on my bird.
Yeah, here's the bad point. The arsenal doesn't work for me here for some reason. And
oh, really?
I can't. Yeah, I just get inventory settings at that box over there.
You got to use Ace
Oh,
Interact.
are you using Ace Interact?
Probably not, no.
You know how to do that?
That's probably it.
The start button, the Windows key, when you get close to the box. We'll show you after we're done here. But, okay. So you have anything else?
That's all.
Okay, Drake.
Bad point, I forgot my helmet again. Good point, I watched Buffalo 1 explode.
Hey.
Because Lindsay wasn't flying it, so we all know it goes bye-bye.
It tends to go bye-bye when Daddy ain't flying. No, I think it was all right. I pulled kind of a dirty trick there. I waited till I knew where his orbit was, and then I just dumped an ADA right underneath him.
Yeah, somehow it found me.
It immediately acquired you. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, Drake, do you have anything else?
No, not really.
Okay.
Just MCC.
Well, as your teammates, we kind of let you down. I should have reminded you, but you were. I was trying to do Zeus and a bunch of other stuff, so I should have been paying more attention to what you had going on there. Anyway, Dallas.
Oh, it was actually good. I think I need to resign myself either to get glasses or change the view settings because it was kind of couldn't see the ground too well.
Yeah, Lewis and Law make the shooting out of these things look a lot easier than what it is. But I mean, I haven't fired out of them very much, and even just flying around, we were flying reasonably steady, and I should have been able to shoot better than what I was. So I find I struggle shooting them too. I think I better stick to flying. Anything else?
No, we're good. It was actually fun. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
appreciate
cool.
you having me here.
Thanks for coming. Bicky?
Not a bad turnout. Got new guy here, Wolf, decided to roll with me and saw me crash. It's a rarity. Just kidding. It Yeah, I feel like he's a great addition to our section, and hopefully we'll bring him great and good things.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we can turn off Acre now.
I wanna.
Who's pricing our section?
That's a buddy of mine. But turn off your Acre, buddy. Hello?
Hello.
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Okay, yeah, Spit.
I thought that was really good. Flying wise, that was really good. Bigford had a good orbit. I thought I did well flying behind him. I'm not boasting by any means. I just think formation wise, that was pretty good. Targeting was really good. I actually have no complaints about today's SP. I thought that went really well. It was fun too. It was something different. Normally we're just doing like rally points and landing practices. We actually haven't got to shoot the shit out of stuff in a while, so I thought it was a good change of pace. And I think everybody did their job well. And then Drake, good job on comms today, buddy. Since I had my control map scheming mishap mid-flight, so.
Yeah, for sure. Comms seemed pretty good to me. Formation was pretty good. You guys had some curveballs come at you when you had stuff pop up unexpectedly, but I think you reacted to it pretty well. The loss of Buffalo 1 was my fault. I dropped a vehicle too close. I didn't realize they were still over there, and I dropped the vehicle, and basically you flew right out in front of it, and it just lit you up. But I guess the thing to remember here is that the Buffaloes, we can deal with infantry contacts, but as soon as it starts to become mechanized, it's time to start thinking about like either leaving or at the very least keeping your distance. Just because once those autocannons and stuff start becoming a factor, they can do a lot of damage to the bird in a relatively short period of time. So I think at our next SP will probably go over the damage model on the UH-60. Bickford has figured out some stuff we were farting around with a little bit, what weapons will do different kinds of damage to it, so we'll probably go over that for next week. And then we also have been requested to be involved for transport for MCCs on Monday nights. There's a bunch of information in the section thread about that, so if anybody's interested, just go have a look in there. And yeah, I think that's it. We might actually finish on time for once. You guys are dismissed. Wolf, why don't you stick around? We'll show you how the arsenal works.
Cool.
Oh, who's having a